Joby Butler has a podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Joby Butler has a podcast. Today, I'm joined with a good friend, Mr. Miguel Johnson.
Thanks, man.
What's happening, brother?
Hey, nothing much. Just living life.
Well, hey,
trying my best.
I appreciate you coming and doing an episode with me.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
And also our other buddy Casto.
Oh yeah.
He's talked about it too.
Yep.
So he'll probably be a little upset that he's not joining us. But.
I know. I actually just talked to him like 2 days ago.
Really? What's he been up to?
He just started a new job.
Still watching Top Gear? He's a big Top Gear guy.
No, I don't think he watches Top Gear that much.
Top Gun.
He watches
Tom Cruise.
a lot of the races though, like the F1
Racist?
races.
Races.
Yeah.
Well, that's good we cleared that up.
Like the Formula One races.
Yeah. You watch any of that stuff?
The BMW series? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I like cars.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I don't know if I have the channels to watch it.
Yeah, I
He has,
like
like, a
it,
race
but I don't
package or
know.
something?
Anything mechanically involved,
Yeah,
I'm out.
I love it.
Do you like your way around a car?
Yeah, for the most part.
I mean, I could do your basic thing: change oil, change tire,
Change oil, change tire, change brakes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but-
Change spark plugs.
I
mean, I think I'm mechanically inclined enough to where like I could probably take an engine apart and put it back together with
really well.
if
You
I had,
also
like,
have.
if I had like a reference.
I feel like that's the way your mind works a lot, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
With the computer, tech stuff.
Yeah.
And you're also a hell of a drawer. Hell of an artist. You
Yeah.
still draw?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Thanks for
When I can.
Thanks
When
for
I
drawing
can.
stuff for the podcast, bastard. What else has been going on, man? You have
man.
3 little ones.
Yes.
I bet that keeps you busy.
Yeah, for sure. Just had my third.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I'm done. Hopefully I'm done, the other day I was like thinking about it. Like
About having kids.
Well, no, like I have 3 kids, but I was thinking about how much I'm gonna have to pay for
Like
school, for school.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was thinking about putting them into like private school.
Private school, yeah.
And I was like,
Pricey.
Shit.
Shit. Yeah.
Like you think about it, it's like
Times 3.
by the time I pay for 3 of them to go through like private middle school or private high school, it's like college tuition
Right.
for like a regular person. Probably more than that.
Yeah,
It's probably
college
like,
is
it's-
so. I don't know what it is now,
Yeah.
but like I remember when I was graduating high school,
Yeah.
like college then was outrageous.
yeah.
I can only imagine what it is now.
College now, I mean, like, it's not unheard of for you to go and drop like 80 grand, 100 grand
Well, you know what? Can't put a price on education
like-
unless it's college.
for like an English degree.
Yeah. And then what do you do with an English degree once you graduate?
Work at Abercrombie.
That's right. For the people that are watching,
No.
you're the second Abercrombie
Yeah.
co-worker.
You're right. You're
We
right.
worked at Abercrombie together, and
Yeah.
boy, was that a journey. And you know what? I can still tell that you love Abercrombie because you wore sandals to the podcast today. Sandals, and you said, "Hey, are these
Hey.
sandals cool? Because I have my Chuck Taylors in
That's
my
a
car."
lie. That's a lie.
They'll never know. These
Hey.
people will never know.
Listen, I never wore sandals when I was there.
Yeah, I did. I wore them once, and I was like, no.
No,
No.
the issue is the issue with the sandals. They're not even like slides. They're like
They're the thong
thong
sandals.
toes. The thong toes.
Yeah.
Right? And like right between the big toe and the rest, when
Yeah.
you walk it like flops and hits the bottom.
Yeah,
Too much.
terrible fashion design.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not comfortable.
No.
I like the strap over the foot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, I like those.
The whole thing, yeah.
Do you remember the sandals they came out with? I'm sure they still make them. Well, it had like the little like needle type things on the foot. You know, talk about like the gel things that stick up like on the actual foot.
Oh yeah.
I could never wear
The
those.
Nikes.
Yeah, I could never wear
Nikes
those.
had some Jordans like that.
Yeah, they would always just like I couldn't wear them. They were so uncomfortable.
When I would walk, I don't think I ever had any, but I knew somebody who had some, and I like slid them on real quick to go do something.
Right.
And like when I was walking, like my foot, the skin was like getting in between. It was like getting pinched in between.
Right.
Weird.
Uncomfortable.
Weird.
That's when you knew, like, hey, you and I, you're telling your friend, like, you and I live different lives.
Yeah.
Because I can't live like this.
Yeah. Crazy.
Weird designs.
Yeah.
It's like, I wonder, I looked this up one day, and I don't remember who it was, but I was thinking one day, the person who invented the thong, like the actual thong.
Yeah.
Crazy invention. What was that person thinking?
You know, I don't even think, it probably wasn't even like a purposeful thing. Someone probably had like a mean wedgie and was like, shit, my ass looks
I'm just going to leave it like this.
My ass looks good. And I'm like, they probably just like cut it.
And now, do you remember like the 90s, the high thong? The high thong in the 90s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
they were like, hey, and you know what? But then you have to ask yourself now, where do we take women's underwear? Like, what's the next step? It's all been done. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
It just seems uncomfortable.
You know what? This is actually a logical conversation to have after my last episode. They came out. Well, they came out. Not the last episode I did, but the last episode I came out about sex toys.
Oh, yeah.
This seems like the logical next step.
For sure.
And I'm glad that you're here to have this
Oh,
conversation.
you know, I'm super open about it.
What do you think is the worst fashion design for men?
Ooh.
It's a good question, isn't it?
Okay. There might be worst fashion design for men.
Yeah. Like, what's the one thing you see on a guy and you're like, why? Why would you do that to yourself?
One is well, there's probably three.
Well, hit me with three.
The fedora. No way.
You never went through the fedora phase?
Bro, what?
I might have.
I'm 26.
Right.
It came and went before I was even like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Fedora's been going since.
It was not long living, and you didn't even get a chance.
No.
Yeah.
Fedora's out, right?
Right. That's a good one.
The like prep boy sweater over the polo.
Like, yeah, over top.
That and like the double polo. You remember the double
Oh,
polo?
the double. Why? Why?
Gone.
The double polo?
Now that I think about it, it's like everything Abercrombie came out with, probably.
Yeah, essentially.
Probably.
You just mentioned everything.
Yeah.
You just...
But...
Why the double polo? You know, it's like, hey, and not only that, but then you're going to have to... You pop the collar on both polos?
Both of them.
Why?
But in their defense,
no.
a pop collar on one would look equally as ridiculous.
Well, it would look even more ridiculous. But the whole premise of that is ridiculous.
Crazy.
Hey,
you'd have to have a medium underneath.
Who do you think
and a large on top.
was like, hey, you know what this polo needs? Another
one.
Another one.
Another one.
I'm gonna fucking
give me another polo on that thing.
Yeah. Dude, that I will say this: the first guy to do it, baller status.
Oh, for sure.
First guy was like, you know what? Fuck these people. I'm going to his second.
He has so much swag. His friends are probably like, yo.
But then
you just killed the game.
Right.
You just killed the game.
That's the question. Who started it? And then everybody else started doing it, and that guy was like, it's played out.
Yeah, I'm done.
And what's he doing now?
I'm
Double
done.
jeans. He's wearing 2 jeans. One of them's undone. The outlayer's undone.
Undone. That's listen, ridiculous.
That guy, I don't know where he's at, but
yeah.
Props to him for starting it.
For sure.
But I bet his life went downhill afterwards because now he's like,
sure.
There goes Jerry.
He's not doing anything.
Jerry, you know Jerry, right?
Frat boy in 2003. Now he's
not good.
Yeah,
not good.
Who knows?
Listen, there's a lot of weird shit we do here on this planet, right? Especially nowadays.
Hey,
right?
Don't get me started.
Well, we were talking before this episode because we both have fascination with aliens.
Yes.
And we were talking about. I purposely was talking to you about it because I didn't want to bring it up for like the 5th time on this episode.
No, yeah.
But the Bob Lazar documentary.
Oh yeah, you're talking about, yeah.
But aliens to me, first of all, every person I have on the podcast, when we're talking about like, hey, what do we want to talk about on the podcast? Just like general ideas.
Yep.
Everyone's like, yeah, we could talk about aliens because it's a fucking fascinating goddamn topic.
I mean, it's okay. So I think the reason people are so fascinated with it though is because, I mean, we know a lot of shit.
Right.
We know
a
lot
lot
about.
We don't know.
Yeah, but we know a lot about like other stuff here on Earth.
Sure.
Right? Like we know about the ocean. We know there's, fish. There's
Dude, I venture to say we know about We know more about space than about our own ocean.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't that crazy?
We've only discovered like 10% or something.
Isn't that weird?
Some
So
wild
weird.
shit like that. We like everything we send down there can't handle the pressure.
Right, and they're still discovering new species of shit.
Did
every
you see
day.
the giant squid they found?
Yes, I
Like
did see that.
a year ago, maybe
Well,
a year ago.
that's another thing too. Is like
Crazy.
you're one of my most active Twitter followers. Like the person I actually see on Twitter. That
Oh, actively.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty active.
I follow a guy. I don't have to. You might follow him too. His job is literally like he goes deep sea, not diving, but he like just goes deep sea like research. He has one of
Exploring,
those
yeah.
fucking like pod things,
Oh yeah, okay. All right.
and he is always finding like new species, and he has pictures of them, and he'll put like
the
new
giant squids.
Oh, dude.
Oh, bro, that's
Not even
crazy.
that, but even like crazier shit.
Like what?
Dude, there was one that like looked. It had like human teeth. It had human.
I've
looking
seen
teeth,
that.
and it kind of looked like a shark.
It was like smiling, and I had
Yeah.
like a row of
Creepy.
crazy.
I followed this guy. I say that might be Photoshop, but I believe it.
might have
And
been
that's
I've
dude,
seen
you
stuff like
can't
that.
trust anything
Bro,
on the internet.
have you seen the deep fake shit that's out?
Dude, it's
Bro,
incredible. It's
listen.
incredible. That's where we're heading.
Listen, deep fake is gonna change the world.
I looked into the actual software.
Did you?
Yeah, it's really not that hard.
They had what? Bill
Bill
Hader.
Hader.
Bill Hader.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yep.
Bill Hader. Then they had
And
Tom
it was
Cruise.
crazy. His
Bro.
transition,
Yeah.
weird.
Insane.
And you know what's crazy about that is I think it was like maybe a year ago. I remember seeing stuff on it where someone did a video with Obama.
Yeah.
And said it was the AI. It's essentially it's AI.
AI, yeah.
It was Obama giving a speech that he actually never gave. And
Really?
Yeah, and
That-
I saw it on a podcast, and they were like, "This is creepy because the stuff. Imagine where this is going in the future."
Yeah. They're gonna cause wars.
Right.
Yeah. Imagine someone doing with Trump.
For
saying
this
he's
whole
gonna blow
podcast,
up.
I'm going to put Morgan Freeman's face on you. And who should I get? Michael Caine. I'm going to be Michael.
Oh
I'm gonna be
my
that was
God.
a terrible Michael Caine impression. I'm working towards it. I'm trying. Michael Caine. He's like, you don't even say the whole word.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He has that like real deep British.
He'll always be
accent.
Nigel Powers to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Look at you. You don't even have a name tag. Why don't you just lay down? Dude, the Austin
Bro.
Powers movies, incredible.
Bro, they are before their time.
I
They
wish
were
they'd make
great.
another one.
They were great then, right?
And they're great now.
They're great. You can watch them now, but I think
Oh.
if they came out now,
Yeah, how does it
imagine the amount of stuff, memes.
Well, that's
and
why you
all
come out
kinds
of it
other
now, and
shit.
Austin Powers is just like a nice guy because of the Me Too movement. He's not a ladies' man anymore. You know what? 2019
God.
stole Austin Powers' mojo again. It stole his mojo. His mojo.
Yeah, there's so much shit in there that you wouldn't be able to put in theaters today.
Oh, it's crazy. You
It's
know,
so
we were
inappropriate.
watching the other night. We were watching Norm Macdonald had a show, the Norm Show, in like the late '90s, and it had like I think 3 seasons. And dude, the stuff that is in there, I'm like, there's no way that this could be allowed on TV.
Yeah.
He called a woman a dirty whore, and this show was on like CBS
Fuck.
in the late '90s. I'm like, there's
dang.
no way that this shit could be on today.
Was it real or was it deep fake? No,
That's
it
a
was-
good question. It was definitely.
It was definitely
there's not
real.
very many people
Okay.
deep faking Norm Macdonald.
Okay, all right.
But one of my favorite comedians. You watch
Yeah.
a lot of comedy, don't you?
Here and
I
there.
take that as no. I take
Here,
that as
and,
no.
yeah, not as much as you. Definitely.
Well, we were talking too before we started that.
Yeah.
We do our own like personal research.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yep.
You always want to like learn stuff, right?
Always.
But you take it upon yourself to learn new
Yeah.
things.
You
And
have to.
You and I locked eyes. I was like, oh, I do the same thing. And you were like, yeah, I like to do a lot of computer programming. I said, you lost me. You fucking lost
That
me.
quick. Like,
You lost
you're
me
like,
right there.
yeah.
You had me. Lost me.
You're like, yeah, I do like conspiracy theories.
I was like, yeah. I was fucking dedicated a week to JFK assassination, and you're learning fucking HTML. Is it HTML? It's HTML, right? See, that's how little I know.
yeah, HTML. Yeah,
That's how little I know about computer
it's for
programming.
like web development.
Yeah, you're like,
HTML,
yeah, oh yeah, HTML. That's what
JavaScript.
people started learning
Shit.
in 1994
Yeah,
when Al Gore invented the internet.
HTML is like
Basic shit.
like out of all the things you could do for web development, building websites and shit like that.
It's a basic.
It's basically just the words.
Oh,
Basically just the words.
Right.
Then there's CSS, which is like
Okay.
cascading style sheets, which is I don't do a lot of web development. I'm more in like data science stuff, but like from what I remember, it's a way for you to edit your whole website at once. Like you create these style sheets that will go from one page to the next.
See,
and you just kind of like
I think the problem
link them
where
together
we
or something, I can't
disconnect on
remember.
all this
Yeah.
is that I learned all that through Zanga. Do you remember Zanga?
What's Zanga?
Dude, Zanga used to be like the first. People my age that are listening right now are like,
Yeah,
I know what the fuck Zanga is.
What is that?
Dude, they're giving that fucking PD Pablo fucking. Dude, Zanga was like, it was like the first of its kind. Like, you built like your own web page.
Oh, okay.
But it was super basic.
Okay.
Right?
Was
You
it
could have, like,
before
a
or
guest
after
book.
MySpace?
Oh, that's just way before.
Okay.
Way before.
MySpace is when like my generation. I wouldn't say my generation because we're only like 5 years apart, 6 years,
Right.
something like that. Like MySpace was when we first started getting into like web editing, I guess. Like
Right.
you have your profile, and then you want to get like a goddamn music player at the bottom, you know,
Right.
to play whatever Laffy
Right.
Taffy or whatever fucking ratchet 90s song was on.
Laffy Taffy.
You know,
They got that
2000 song was
Laffy
out.
Taffy?
Yeah, you
That's
just
literally the only lyric I know from that.
literally like you just get it and you like add it in, and then you just throw it in your HTML at the bottom, and then it would just
Well, now there's
populate.
tons of stuff.
Oh,
you know,
right.
there's Squarespace and
there's all kinds of shit.
There's Wix.com. Go to Wix.com this week and schedule for a free trial. Wix.com, use code word Joby Butler has a podcast,
Oh, my God.
and you will get absolutely nothing. That was just a fake promo that I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But, you know, if Wix is
They don't
watching-
even do that. Have you seen the Wix commercials? It's people building their website.
Yeah, well, I like, oh, yeah.
The guys are like,
especially
"Hey
on
guys,
YouTube.
what's up? I'm trying to
Hey,
build my website."
if you already have one,
And then
feel
he's
free to
like-
skip. It's that same guy,
Yeah.
the redhead guy?
Yeah, just
feel
shut-
free to skip. Yeah, I'm going to skip.
That's
Thanks
how-
for letting me
yeah.
feel free about it.
That's how Wix is. Wix and
yeah.
pretty much all of them. they do
It's
that.
crazy. It's like I've thought about starting my own website to put like host this stuff off of.
Yep.
But I don't know. I feel like, you know, YouTube is where people are going to go anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like people are more inclined to go to YouTube to seek out a video than to go to JobyButlerHasAWebsite.com. But that would be a great name for it.
Well, yeah.
Podcast.
But for sure, because YouTube is like,
Well, it's a universal place for video, right?
I mean,
There's Vimeo.
it's entertainment, it's education, it's.
right.
I mean, we were talking about the rabbit hole you fall down.
The rabbit hole, yeah.
You get on there, you search one thing, and you just up next.
Dude,
just
you know
keep
what?
going, and
I
going, and
actually
going, and
remember
you just
vividly.
Can't get out.
I remember vividly the day that I became aware of. I call it the sweep. That's what I call it.
Okay.
The YouTube sweep,
Okay.
because it's like a current. You get out there,
Can't get out.
it's taking you.
Yep.
I remember vividly the day it happened to me, and I was fucking looking up something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't remember that part, but I remember what I ended on. And it was like 2 hours later. I looked down at my
Something
my
crazy.
iPad, and I was like, "Oh, I've been on YouTube for 2 hours."
Yep.
And I don't remember when I started watching, but I remember what I ended on, and it was plane crashes.
Oh, that's dark.
And
That's dark.
well, listen, this is a dark show.
That's
you know?
dark.
I remember vividly the video that I ended on. Do you remember? You probably don't remember this, but I think we might have been working at Abercrombie when it happened. They had the Dayton Air Show,
I think so,
and there was a crash, and a woman died.
I think I remember that.
And
Yeah.
she was setting on the wing. It was like one of those things
Oh,
where she would go out on the wing and
And do the
she would
performance
hang
and stand.
upside down
Yep.
from her legs. Which why?
She white?
Oh,
Hey,
well, do you have to ask?
listen. You know,
That is totally a what. She might as well have been drinking boxed wine.
listen. Oh my God.
That was
Listen.
such a white person.
Listen,
thing.
I just don't. You know, I don't see a black.
I've
person
never
doing
seen a black guy be like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna hang out." I've never.
that. I'm gonna get on an airplane wing because that sounds about right.
You're right.
Listen.
That's why I'm not a fan of horror movies for this exact same
bro.
reason. You ever notice like the first person to die in all the horror movies is usually the black guy?
Usually,
Yeah, because the black guy would never be in there.
but
He
it
would
makes
never be
no
in that
sense.
situation.
It makes no sense
Right.
because as soon as some weird shit happens,
I'm
the
out.
black guy's gone.
I'm fucking gone.
But somehow he stays somehow, which
Yeah.
is against
And
everything.
he'd be walking out going, I never should have hung out with two white ass people.
But it's against everything he's been taught
Because
his
the
entire
white
life.
people were like, hey, what was that noise? That came from the kitchen. I'll be right back.
He's
You
like,
stay here.
hey, fuck this shit. I'm out. No
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I'm
done.
saying.
Yeah.
So I'm. You know what? I'm
Yeah.
actually shocked that you would ask if it was a white
Well,
person.
I had to verify.
Yeah, you knew. But
I
you
knew.
Well, anyways,
But I had to verify.
The worst part of that video, and again, It's dark, but I
You
can't
see her fall
No, you don't. The plane crashes
with her stuck on it.
with her on the wing.
She's stuck on the wing.
Yeah, but the worst part of it is there's an announcer, right?
Oh, fuck. What did he say? What did he say?
Dude, I know it vividly exactly what
Oh,
he
my
said.
God.
Right? So the plane does like a loop, right? And it comes back down. And it comes back down like it's coming back towards the ground to go back up. And it's like right in front of all the people, right? And I remember vividly what he says. I don't remember what the woman's name was, so let's just make up a name for it.
Sandy.
Sandy.
Yeah.
I'm going to laugh my ass off if her name actually was Sandy. He goes, here comes, I'm going to give him like an old time voice.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like this, but this is how I hear it.
How you hear it in your voice.
He goes, and she's like, fucking hanging from her legs or whatever. He goes, here comes Sandy sitting on top of the whoa. And it,
Oh, my God.
and it nosedives into the ground.
That's how he
crashes
and
burns.
Oh.
He said the last things.
That's
were,
terrible.
here's Sandy sitting on top of the world. I don't know why I make him sound like a 1920s radio broadcaster, but that's the last thing he said. And then it nosedives.
Crashed.
Catched on fire. She's gone. She's dead.
Did the pilot die?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can't survive that.
Also white guy.
Oh, I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, again.
Well,
But this is
yeah,
what I'm talking about.
yeah,
This is the
definitely white.
YouTube sweep.
like what kind of plane was it? Was it one of those ones?
Yeah,
it's
it was like
a
a
double wing stacked.
Like the Wright brothers might as well have been flying this thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like
Sketchy.
the two.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
I don't like planes. I mean,
Do you like?
I don't fly much.
Do you get
at
like
all.
anxiety flying?
No. I mean, I can fly.
Yeah, you like.
It's just like, I mean, you know the Boeing, the Boeing 737
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
That like 3 of them crashed in the past like year or something crazy like that.
Right, but those ones are always like going to like Malaysia or someplace like that.
Yo,
Right?
do you remember that within a span of like 2 months, there were like 3.
Are you trying to get me caught on like a conspiracy thing?
Well, maybe, but like
Right, like they all like
Kinda.
disappeared.
yeah, no, you remember that, right?
Yeah.
like 2 years, might have been 3 years.
The
ago.
one in Malaysia was the biggest one.
Yeah, but there was like
Right.
Air Malaysia or whatever it's called. There were like 3 of the flights or something.
Right.
It might not have been 3. It might have been like 2.
But then they
Definitely
like,
at least
never
2.
found like they
It
never really
disappeared.
found.
It disappeared. It just
And,
crashed.
there's
I was
like
like,
a lot of crazy things about those flights though too, because like the guy, the pilot, they said the pilot was like dealing with something, and he literally went off course and like turned off the fucking like
That's crazy.
responders and shit.
My thing though is like, it's 2019. Well,
Right. How do we not- we
it was
can't find that?
It was 2017, baby.
Dude, I can fucking pull somebody up on my phone right now and see them talk face to face. We don't know where fucking Boeing is.
Exactly. And listen, I don't know how big like the ocean is out there, like flying over doing a search and rescue, like how hard it is. to
Right, the
find
ground
people.
you have to cover.
Yeah. But like, come on,
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
come on.
Right.
Like
Come
a
on.
plane just doesn't disappear.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, you figure they have. Well, I mean, they knew where the last tracked, right?
Yeah.
So that gives you at least like an idea,
but like they track the currents of the ocean.
right?
Constantly.
Yes,
So
and
you see
wind patterns,
everything.
Yeah,
So you
all
see
that.
some floating shit that looks like people's luggage. You just backtrack it to a
Right.
few hours later, like
Because that was in
probably
the
about
Indian
here.
Ocean, if I'm not mistaken. They
Yeah,
thought
something.
it disappeared somewhere, and I think they said
shit's
they
crazy.
found some stuff. But you
Yeah.
know what? This is the other thing is too. Like we're still fucking looking for fucking Amelia Earhart.
I thought we found her. No, we
No.
didn't. No, we didn't. There was a special. There was a
You know what?
special.
That's disrespectful.
You know
to her
what's- you know what's
if
shitty?
you thought that we did. Yeah, and you should issue apologize.
It's not my fault.
This camera
I'm
right here.
sorry, Amelia's family. But it's
That was
not.
not okay. That's fine.
That was yeah. That
I
was
mean,
sorry.
does she even have? I don't think she has family.
Didn't she? She has like probably
I
siblings.
think she was
or something.
dating Fred Noonan, her co-pilot.
Who's that? Oh, he's just a pilot.
Well, I don't know who he is personally. I just know that Richard Gere played him. I think in the film.
There was an Amelia Earhart film.
Yeah, you don't
Film?
remember it?
No.
It was. I think it was called Amelia.
That sounds boring.
It was Hilary Swank.
Oh no.
And
Don't watch that shit.
you know what? It doesn't
Last
shock me.
Hilary
It doesn't
Swank-
shock me that you don't know that movie because, like Amelia Earhart, full of mysteries.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what happened.
Right.
It's like these goddamn two.
That's why I wasn't a fan of the end of the movie. Because
Yeah.
we don't know what happened really
Exactly.
at the end of the movie. I know what happened at the end of the movie, but not in real life.
Yeah, she crashed and we
She's
get
in
under.
Japan. She was. The rumor was she was. Dude, there is a theory that she was like she crashed in Japan somewhere,
And just
and
stayed.
they took her as a prisoner of war. Like there are some
Makes sense.
There are some Japanese people that from a little island that claim that she was a prisoner there, which is crazy. Yeah.
Sounds like something to do though.
Well,
I mean, back then.
there's another conspiracy.
I mean, I don't know when she crashed, but was it even like
like
50s, 60s? It was around.
That's.
No, it was earlier. It was like 40s, right?
Yeah, I think it was 40s.
I was thinking like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I think it was the 40s.
Was it?
I don't know. You know what? Let's take a break.
Do they have planes then?
That's why it's a mystery.
That sounds stupid. I know they have planes then.
The fact that she went across the world flying,
but like planes of that scale though. Right. I know they had planes in like the 1900s.
I just told a story about people crashing in. You know what? Dale Earnhardt Jr. His plane crashed today.
Bullshit. Did he die?
No. Did you see that though?
That's crazy.
Ran off the runway, caught fire. Him and his wife and their little baby were on board. They escaped unharmed. But the pictures of the plane,
insane,
dude. It was like, oh my god, how did somebody survive that?
You know what that reminds me of? Who was it?
Leonard Skinner dying in a plane crash.
No. Travis Barker.
Oh yeah, that's
and
a big
DJ
one, right?
AM or whoever it was. I think his name was DJ AM.
Yeah, it was DJ AM, right?
And then like
he later died from I think heroin.
He killed himself or like suicide or no, it was a drug overdose.
Yeah, I think it was an overdose.
But I think it was like caused by depression of seeing like 8 of his friends get burned up.
Well, yeah, I mean it's that's post traumatic stress.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of Travis Barker's body, like the burns. Oh, the skin graft. Yeah. Have you ever seen those?
No.
Man, they're
I mean, yeah, they said his like skin was melted off. And
yeah, they said like his whole. I think it was his back. Like his whole back was like melted.
Fuck.
You know they say that when you catch on fire, that the pain like immediately your body goes into shock.
Yeah.
So you don't even what you feel isn't like hot. Like it's not like putting your hand on the stove.
It's like cold.
It's so it feels so cold. That it's so hot that it feels cold.
Yeah.
On your body. That's insane.
What
do you think the worst way to die would be? I think drowning or being buried alive.
Definitely drowning.
Buried alive?
Anything where like you run out of breath before like you have to like
right where you're
like, trying to get air. So buried alive, drowning. Even getting burned alive, because most people who get burned alive, they end up passing out because from the smoke inhalation.
Well, that's like jumping off a building. They say usually you pass out before you even hit the ground.
Yeah, because you're
we know all the research that's been done from people that have.
Yeah, they tested it out.
Oh, I know this.
Test it out.
Hey, you know what? Let's take a quick break.
Oh, sure.
And we'll come back right after this, talk about more death with my buddy Miguel.
It's got dark so fast.
And we are back from that incredible commercial break. I don't even know what I'm going to put in the commercial break yet. I just do it as I go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot.
You have any sponsors?
No, not yet.
Shit.
A couple.
Yeah.
You know, like the Blue Front.
Okay.
The bar.
Okay.
You know. But.
How do those work?
What, sponsors?
Like, do they give you money?
Well, my sponsor thing was, for me, you know, it's like, just give me $20.
Yeah.
Because my thing was this. I just want to be able to cover the hosting for the audio and shit for a month.
Mm-hmm.
In a month, I pay $60.
Okay.
Right, which gives me a certain amount of storage space.
Yep.
And I usually put out about 3 episodes a month.
Okay.
So I was like, if I get 3 advertisers, charge them $20, and I'll put their stuff in the video and the audio.
Yep. Season.
Yeah, it's $20.
You should just go to like local businesses. You know what I mean? Local bars.
Right.
But hey,
local bars.
Just have all bars sponsor you.
Yeah.
Give you like
competing
$20 and a bottle of whiskey, and we're good.
Wow. Yeah. That would be nice, but you know, baby steps.
Yeah.
Currently, we are just we're just going by the seat of our pants.
No, for sure.
It's guerrilla warfare style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It reminds me of the movie. You've probably never seen this because you were making fun of me before we started. That's why you're laughing, I know. It's an 80s movie with Christian Slater. It's called Pump Up the Volume. And he's a new kid at this school, and He starts a guerrilla radio station from his bedroom, and he hijacks the radio waves. And
is it a good movie?
Yeah, that's debatable.
It sounds terrible.
That's debatable. Look, I didn't tell you it was going to be good when I started talking about it. Yeah. But it's it's fun to watch. Maybe if you're bored and wondering about the existence of life.
Let me tell you, if I get through my list on Netflix.
What? All right. Then what is your favorite movie?
Oh,
that's a really tough question, right? That was unfair of me.
Listen, okay, so I have a few.
Shoot.
Let's go ahead. So, number one, and it's crazy. If Josh Casto watches this, he's going to be like, yeah, for sure. The Core.
The Core, wow.
The Core.
Did not expect that one to be number one.
Amazing.
I like it.
Like, I watch it nonstop.
I like it. See, you know what? The fact that is your number one.
Yeah.
I'm now more interested because I'm like, all right, this guy watches some movies.
Yeah, The Core, solid movie.
Where do we go from? That was number one. Where do we go to number two?
No, I know. Number two, probably. Frozen. Well, okay. Number
Frozen.
One is definitely one, but the rest, like, no real order, right?
Right.
Live Free or Die Hard.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know why.
That's the one with Justin Long, right?
What's his name?
Justin Long.
What does he look like?
The kid. He's got like black.
He's the hacker dude.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know his name, but yes.
Logical next step for him after being in the Apple commercials. Remember, he was the Mac and the other guy was.
Oh my
PC.
God! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that movie is what got me into computers.
Underrated Die Hard film.
No, awesome.
Yeah, pretty good.
Awesome, and a good portion of the hacking that they do in the movie is like possible.
So
it's not like one of those fake hacking things where you just see like you're like flying through a computer screen.
Crazy. Well, you know what, you say that, but I do believe that a fire sale is possible.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Number 3 on that list, Hackers, like Angelina Jolie's first movie.
Right.
Has a dude who's in Scooby Doo. I forget his name.
Matthew Lillard.
Is that his name?
Yeah, plays Shaggy.
Yes, he's awesome. He's awesome. So that is like within like the top movies.
Real versatile.
Hey,
top 3.
Listen, let me see. What else? Forrest Gump.
Well, yeah. I mean, how could you not pick that one?
But let me tell you why. Because when I was a kid, I used to put like tape on my legs. Tape, and I think maybe like those cardboard things from like the paper towel holders.
Yeah.
To be like braces on my legs. And I would like walk stiff and I would start running and they would just break off. You remember the scene?
Right.
And I would tell my mom.
So this is not like a medically
no.
thing. Like you just did this for fun.
I did it because I watched Forrest Gump and my favorite part is when he's like
so
running.
Like, run,
and she's
Miguel,
like,
run.
Yeah, literally. They would say that and it would break off and I thought I was like the fastest.
Well, you know what? I think that movie, arguably, you could argue is one of the best movies of all time.
Awesome.
Because it has everything.
Everything.
Incredible soundtrack.
Yep.
History and like the things that they do in that movie, like when he meets like.
But the way they do the history is so.
Right,
innovative.
when he meets like President Kennedy.
Yeah, and it's just like a little snippet.
I gotta pee.
This little snippet.
Right.
You don't really.
And it looks so good, and especially for the time, 94.
Which brings me to Castaway.
Now, Wilson!
Now, not like one of my top movies, but like the
incredible movie.
For him to be by himself for like the entire movie is actually insane.
You know what I realized one night watching Castaway?
What?
That if you close your eyes throughout the whole movie, and tell yourself that it is a Toy Story movie, it is literally Woody gets shipped through FedEx and crash lands.
No, because you're gonna ruin it.
He talks to a volleyball.
Oh my God.
He talks to a volleyball.
I didn't even think about that, but that's.
I'm just saying. Completely other facet of that film.
Wow, you just fucked that movie up for me.
That is incredible.
In a good way, though, because like next time I watch them, I'm like,
now you're not gonna be able to not think about it.
No, the entire time that's what I'm thinking about.
So was that 5? Do you have one more?
That might have been 5. I mean, I have a few.
I think you had one more.
I have a few. Okay, now this is just.
I just respect the core for you. You're like, yeah, Forrest Gump's good, but the core.
The core, man, like the science behind it.
So that's like what.
The science behind it, and like the like, there's a scene where he tries to like tell a joke, and he's in front of like all these people, and it just goes terribly wrong.
Bombs.
Bro, it is like so cringy. And
how about public speaking for you? I'm sure you had to take a class.
Like,
right?
do I do it?
Well, I mean, we're obviously doing it
now.
Kind of.
Not really, but kind of.
Right.
I could speak in public.
I feel like I just go in thinking to myself, fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Who are these people? They're not going to help me, right?
Yeah. What I do is I break it into, like, smaller groups. Instead of talking to the entire crowd or group of people.
Oh, you break it down.
I look here and talk. I look here and talk. I look here and talk. And usually one person from each group is like the representative from that group. So it's like you.
So it's like Hunger Games.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you. Okay, District 1.
Right.
Talk to you.
District 1. They all fucking put up their fingers.
And they're like, I'm gonna do. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Because then
it's interesting.
It's like one person. It's really only 3 people. Or
right.
4, you know.
So you single out people.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being the representative from one of those districts being like, why does he keep
looking at me?
Yeah, there's other people sitting beside me.
Like, why is he's looking right at me, right?
Right.
And I'm like,
hey, that's whatever
way
works
easier.
for you.
Way easier.
I don't. Picking a favorite movie is so difficult.
Well, I mean,
my favorite movie.
We talk about Tarantino movies. Quentin Tarantino movies.
Well,
amazing.
That's what I was getting ready to lead into. That my favorite movie, and it's actually kind of what I base this like the look of this podcast off of.
Okay.
Is Death Proof. Have you ever seen that?
Death Proof
with Kurt Russell, where he's a stuntman and he hunts down. Oh, dude.
Nope. When did it come out?
2009.
Oh shit! No, I probably should have seen it.
2009, 2007, around there. Anyways, he.
I probably heard of it.
His biggest flop. It came out during Grindhouse. Remember the Grindhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Right, it was one of the double features.
Okay.
One was Planet Terror. The other one was Death Proof.
Okay. All right.
But Kurt Russell plays essentially a serial killer. But he's a stuntman. But he kills people with his car, which is a stunt car. It's got a roll cage in it.
Okay.
Incredible movie. But I love the look of those old 70s like exploitation movies.
Yes.
Like Coffee.
Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite is incredible.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
The lines in that are incredible.
Bro.
Remember when that little girl's jumper open and he's walking with that girl and she's like, she goes, my mama told me my daddy's name is Black Dynamite. And he goes, hush up, little girl. That's a lot of people's names.
Bro, those movies are...
Yeah, and
because they were made like...
Well, that movie... Do you know the story behind Black Dynamite?
No.
All right. So for those that are watching or listening, they've never seen Black Dynamite. Mm-hmm. It stars... oh, shit, what the hell's his name? Oh, fuck, I can't think of his name now. He's in The Dark Knight. He plays the black
he's
mobster guy.
He's like karate. He knows karate.
Yeah, so it's based off of like the 70s exploitation movies.
He's like the Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah.
Michael J. White.
Michael Jai White.
Is it Jaw?
Yeah.
Oh, Michael. Okay. I thought it was Jay.
I think it's Michael Jai.
Hey,
I don't know.
Michael White.
We're on.
Michael White.
Mike.
So
anyways, it's based off of those old 70s movies.
Yeah.
And it looks 70s.
Yeah.
And there's even mistakes in the movie that...
Oh, this... I don't know why this randomly just popped in my head. Do you remember... What movie is that? Heavyweights?
Oh,
they go to fat camp?
Tony Perkis.
Oh, my God.
Tony Perkis.
Yo,
Ben Stiller is incredible.
Took his character from that and put it right into Dodgeball.
Global Gym.
I said, holy shit.
That was his name. What?
Man.
Was it White? What was his name? In Dodgeball.
Oh, it was something stupid.
Something Whiteman or...
Something like that.
White something. I don't remember. Incredible movie.
Heavyweights. Bro, Heavyweights is solid.
I remember watching that show.
They have a go-kart race at the end.
Watching that movie as a kid, I would always think, I want to go to a camp like that.
Yeah. I wasn't fat.
And do you remember where they would hide their snacks?
Yeah, like under their bed or like under the floorboard.
No, they would hide it in the post.
The post of the bunk bed.
Post would come off.
Pull it out and it had string on it.
Also, there was a tree trunk that they'd cut.
Yep.
That they could lift the top off of.
So many snacks.
They had that like Swedish guy that they tied up.
Oh, yeah. He's like buff. He's buff. Yeah. Man.
What a great. And also, Goldberg from Mighty Ducks was in that. Remember Goldberg?
I can't remember.
Goldberg from Mighty Ducks looks.
Oh my God!
I had him.
He was chubby, and now he's super skinny.
I showed a picture on a previous episode.
Yeah,
I think maybe like one of the first couple ones.
He's like a crackhead now.
Yeah, man, he looks bad.
He's skinny and
that's what happens when
like,
Gordon Bombay.
Man, child stars. They have it rough.
Gordon Bombay. I actually, I don't know who's responsible for it, but someone started a Facebook page for Gordon Bombay, the Minnesota Miracle Man.
Oh my God!
And all the details are hilarious. He's from Minnesota, and he has like all of his.
It's like a fan page.
No, it's like an actual
like a real page.
Like a person started it, right? And all the pictures are like from him. I think the bio says something like just a hot shot lawyer that found his real passion coaching youth hockey.
Oh my God!
It's incredible.
Oh my God!
But he's probably not accepting any more friend requests, so don't even bother.
Man.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate you coming and doing this.
Oh yeah, man. No worries.
It's fun. Like we were laughing because I told you before you showed up that this hour it goes
quick.
We've actually done an hour and 15 minutes.
Have we?
Yeah, and
shit.
We could keep talking for like 3 hours.
Probably.
If we wanted to keep recording.
Probably.
You know, and that's kind of the beauty of it, right?
Yeah.
Because I posted on Facebook earlier. You and I probably haven't seen each other for like
years.
five or 6 years.
It's
maybe?
been a few years,
right?
It's been a few years.
Because I stopped working at Abercrombie, I want to say maybe like 2014.
Yeah.
Maybe around there.
Probably, yep.
And I haven't seen you since then.
No.
So It's like this is a great way for us to catch up.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm hoping you'll come back and do more.
Oh, bro, I'll come back whenever. I mean, you
like
let me know.
Yeah. We could keep talking for hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, somebody has to edit this. Like, yeah.
And the longer it gets, the harder the editing gets, for sure.
But listen, I appreciate you coming.
Yeah,
doing this.
For sure.
Do it again. And we also have some ideas we were kicking around.
Oh, yeah.
In a break.
Crazy.
So, a lot of stuff to come for the podcast.
Brass knuckles,
and they're going to find out about that. That was a brilliant idea.
Hey, you know?
Brilliant idea.
I'm an idea man.
Well, listen, I like that. I'm a concept guy.
I'm an idea man. You know?
Well, cheers, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. You guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next week with an all-new episode of Joby Butler as a podcast.
Impeccable.